Hi guys, it's me Adrian. Just going to do a fun playthrough here. I found this hack online, and it's Mortal Kombat hack. I thought I'll give it a play, and I thought this time, instead of just doing a normal playthrough, I'll sort of talk over it, like commentate. So, where is it? Yeah, it's called Mortal Kombat 6. 28 people hack. Now it's just ordinary Mortal Kombat 1. Now you can tell it's just Mortal Kombat 1. 28 people, yeah, right. The only good thing about it is you don't have to put the blood code in. It's already there. For this playthrough, I'm not going to play it on very easy, that's for sure. I'm sick of people giving me a hard time. Ever since my original playthrough of Mortal Kombat 1, I did it on very easy, just for the sheer convenience. Not because I'm crap at it. But, you know, you get all these idiots calling you a pussy and, oh man, you know, you suck at Mortal Kombat, oh, you know, you should play it on very hard. You know, because of that, I did the Mega CD Mortal Kombat 1 playthrough on, did it on very hard. Just because of those people that gave me a hard time. And I'm going to do this one on very hard. See? Very hard. I'm not going to edit anything. It's clearly very hard. I'm using this cheat code just so I can change a few things. Will I get Reptile today or won't I get Reptile today? I don't know. But I'm not going to start it in the pit. I'll start it just like in the arcades. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. Okay, I'll start in the courtyard. I'll just talk a bit about the hack, about the game, stuff like that. Alright, let's start. You get 28 people, but it's all bullshit. There's really just this ordinary 7 fighters. There's just different shades of colours on different names. Like you can see Kung Lao, Kitana, Sindel, Jax. You know, none of them are in it. I'll pick this guy. He looks like Scorpion. They're just like ninjas. The same palette. The same sprite. It's just different colours, different palette. See there, it looks like I'm Scorpion. Ninja. This game is very easy to outsmart, even on very hard. With Johnny Cage, you just keep doing roundhouse kicks. And you're a shoo-in. Don't have to do anything else. Look how dumb he is. It's clearly Scorpion, but it's a pretty dumb thing, really, isn't it? It's not a very clever hack. I mean, 28 people, but it's all just the same 7 characters, just with different colours, different names. See, to outsmart the computer, all you got to do is keep jumping over them, keep flipping over them, keep flipping over them. So they'll throw a projectile and they'll stay in their projectile state, just long enough so you can get a free hit. That's how I do it. It works the same way on the Mega CD version. I think it works the same way on the arcade one too, because the AI just copies the arcade AI. Occasionally you got to do other things, but you know. With Scorpion, it's quite easy because you just jump over them, throw the spear, and you get a free hit. I put the test your might after every 2 matches so you can see all the test your mights instead of just seeing the first 3 like you would in the arcades. Yeah, so you'll see Ruby and Diamond. What else can I say? Yeah, I first saw Mortal Kombat, would you believe? First time I was exposed to seeing Mortal Kombat was actually on the Super Nintendo. There was a kid that lived in my street, back where I used to live when I was a little boy. He lived up the street, he had a Super Nintendo and he had Mortal Kombat 1. So I first saw it on the Super Nintendo, and he used to always flog me with Scorpion because I knew nothing about it. And he used to always show off with the finishing move because it wasn't called Fatality in that version, it was called Finishing Bonus. So that was when I first saw it. Then I started seeing it in the arcades, and I played it, and I grew on me, I liked it. Then I got it on Mega Drive, I remember. And I used to play it without the blood code because I didn't know what the blood code was back then. I'm sure probably many of us played it without the blood. Let's see if I can get 2 flawless victories. Oh, Liu Kang, I doubt it. Liu Kang's a bitch. He's the hardest in this game. I just need 1 more and I can fight Reptile. Will I get it? Come on, you bastard. Don't do your Jackie Chan shit now. He's hard, Liu Kang, because he flies around a lot. Nah, didn't get it that time. I suppose I can try and lose a match. I'll let him beat me. Just 1 round. If he hits me in the next round, I'll just have to kick his ass because I'm not risking losing. Bastard, just stand there, will you? I might have him here. Got him. Got it. I didn't use the block button. Ninja wins. Yeah. You have found me. Now prove yourself. And this is on very hard, don't forget. I'm trying to think of other things to talk about, but there's another good Mortal Kombat 1 hack on the Mega Drive where you can play as the 2 bosses and Reptile, but I've only seen videos of it. I haven't found the ROM yet. I don't think the creator, the hackers, let it out to the public. I gotta be honest, it's not so much that I got skill, it's just that the computer's really dumb because it's so easy to the AI is so easy to outsmart. You just got to keep jumping over them. So they'll throw a projectile and they stay in that stance just long enough so you can jump on the other side and get a free hit. You can do it with Reptile, it works on any of them. But Liu Kang's just a little, I'd say Liu Kang's just a little bit harder than the others. Does anybody know who Total MK is? Luke from Melbourne. He's a very good Mortal Kombat reviewer. You know, he does everything on Mortal Kombat. And he's an Australian like me, so I can kind of relate to him. He's very good with what he does. I enjoy watching his videos. I still watch them. You know, he reviewed everything. Started with this version, the Mega Drive one, and then he went through all the SNES ones, the PlayStation ones, to Nintendo 64, Deception, Armageddon, Mortal Kombat Gold, the whole lot. Yeah, and he made a video on his on this game. I think he uploaded it 2 years ago. Was it in 2016 or was it last year? It was like a 10th anniversary special of Mortal Kombat, and he played as Kano in it, and he talked about the game. He talked about the music. He said one thing that I feel I got to correct him on. He said that the music to this game, he got it right. Like, it was composed, not composed. It was arranged by Matt Furniss. I'm sure a lot of you know who Matt Furniss is. You know, he's a god of the 16-bit audio generation. Hang on, I'm getting my ass kicked. There we go. What was I saying? Yeah, well, he said that Matt Furniss composed a completely new score for the game, but if you listen carefully, they're not new compositions. It's still Dan Forden's original score. It's just arranged very, very differently. Maybe Matt Furniss composed little tiny little parts he added, but like this music here is the continue music in the arcade. You know, when the box would come up in the center, it counts down to 0, you'd hear this music. That's the arcade music. It just doesn't play on the right levels and the right places where it should. I think that's why people get it confused. Like the courtyard music plays on the courtyard. That's correct. Palace Gates is playing the continue music here. This has always been my favourite level in this game, and my favourite music too. Warrior Shrine plays the arcade's Palace Gates, because I remember the do-do-do, do-do-do. And the pit in the Mega Drive version plays Warrior Shrine from the arcade. And Throne Room is playing the arcade's pit music. So they're just not playing on the right levels. That's all it is. It's still the arcade score. I don't know why he said it was a completely new score. I agree with him about that we should, you know, we should be eternally grateful to Matt Furniss for doing what he did with the Krisalis sound driver, because, you know, God forbid if this was done through gems, which is what Luke was saying, Total MK. You know, he said, you know, a lot of the Mega Drive games, Genesis games, you know, the console gets a bad rap for its audio, because people think of the gems sound driver. You know, they think of that shit and they think, oh, well, you know, it's not as good as the SNES. And he made a good point. He said, you know, the Super Nintendo was made, it was easy for... Nintendo made the console, so it was easy for developers to develop on. With the Mega Drive, it's a little bit more tricky. So he's right there, and thank God this doesn't sound like Doom. You know, that just sounds like arse. That's what he said. You know, and he's right. But this is not a completely new score. It's the same Dan Forden MK1 score. See, this is the Palace Gates music from the arcade. It's just playing on Warrior Shrine. But it's arranged by Matt Furniss, but he's arranged it very, very differently, and I like the way he's arranged it. I think he's done a brilliant job. It just sounds really good. It's almost like disco, or You know, there's a beat, there's a groove in the music. That's what I like about it. The original arcade music had no groove. It was very scary, it was very serious. This is still scary and serious too. Like, especially the beginning of the pit music here. As you can hear, I'll turn it up. Yeah, it's very eerie.
Get over here.
I wonder if I can just jump over him and keep throwing him or kneeing him. Don't have to worry about flawless victory now. So yeah, the music's composed by Dan Forden, but it's arranged by Matt Furniss. But he's arranged it very differently, that's all. There's a groove. It's still serious, it's still scary, but there's a groove. That's what I like about it. You can dance to this. You can't dance to the arcade music, but you can dance to this. You played this at a party, you might be surprised. Somebody might get up and get on the dance floor. Not knowing what it is, of course. You know, I mean, listen to that percussion. That percussion is gold. No one has drums like that except Matt Furniss. See how they get confused? So they jump, so they throw the projectile and they're facing the wrong way. You dickhead, I'm on this side. Oh, so easy to outsmart. But I'll tell you a secret, I don't really like the arcade original Mortal Kombat music. I know everyone, you know, it's original, you have to respect it, blah, blah, blah. Look how lazy this hack is. Look, he's still yellow in the Test Your Might. It's clearly a scorpion. A ninja in my ass. Yeah, I prefer Matt Furniss's score to the original. This is more upbeat, this is better. Same goes for Mortal Kombat 2. That's just my opinion, of course.
Get over here. Get over here.
This is a terrific port of this game. I don't know why everyone knocks it for. I mean, it's got blood, don't forget. The Super Nintendo one didn't have blood. They fucked that one up. Johnny Cage is so easy. Just roundhouse kick him. Ah, you bastard. Down you go. Yeah. So, bit of a lazy hack, isn't it? Just different colours of the same sprites. And different names. And out of every colour and every sprite, you still can't play as Reptile in this. Ugh. Hate Liu Kang, does all this Jackie Chan, bloody Karate Kid, Daniel-san moves. And he's a Shaolin monk, would you believe? Yeah, so, you know, if you don't know who Total MK is, you know, go and check him out. He's one of my inspirations for doing this. Another one was, I think his name is G-Star321, or... I'm not sure if that's correct. I know it's G-Star something. He's another Australian, would you believe, just like me. He done a lot of these. but he played the arcade ones, of course. They were good, but he swears too much. I mean, he swears a little too much, I think. It's alright to swear, but you could clearly tell he was getting the shits when he was losing. But he was good, you know, his videos are good. Very popular, got a lot of views. I made a DVD of Total MK, Luke, the guy from Melbourne. You know, he's the one that reviews everything. And he, what did I do? Yeah, I made a DVD because I got a DVD recorder. That's how I'm recording this video. Before I get to the PC, I've got to record it through the DVD recorder and then use software to convert it to a file that YouTube will accept. But my PC, it's quite old because it's still got Windows Vista, but it's got a super video output on the side, and I can connect it up to the TV. And I use the headphone jack from the PC, and I hook that all up together with the super video signal to the TV, and I record videos from YouTube for my own personal collection. And I made one of, would you believe, of Total MK when he reviewed everything, you know, so I can watch them whenever I want. That's how good the videos are. Every time I put as I like to watch him reviewing games before I go to bed, so I get tired. Because I have a hard time trying to sleep sometimes at night, so I got to watch TV or I got to watch something to wear me down. Yeah, you in the balls. There you go. And every time my wife sees Total MK, she says, "Oh, you're watching that guy with the greasy long hair?" And I say, "Yep." I said, "He's good." And she always tells me, she always says, "He looks like he doesn't wash his hair." Look at this shit. It's so easy. Remember, it's not very hard. Diamond. There you go. Just mash the A and C buttons, and then when you reach over the top of that red line, you press start. Shang Tsung. Piss off, reptile. You've already been defeated. You have to keep popping up. Look how easy this is. Look, just keep roundhouse kicking him. Look. Such a dumb AI. So easy to outsmart. You don't really need skill. Mortal Kombat 2 is the same. It's very dumb. Mortal Kombat 2, it's got this habit of flipping after you flip. But because it's a delayed flip, you land first. When you land first, you can throw a projectile, and by the time they land, they'll cop it. Whether it's a freeze or a spear. That's why I win in Mortal Kombat 2. I didn't like the AI in Mortal Kombat 3 though. It was a bitch. It was just, even if you played on easiest, it would still kick your ass. It just went mental. Well, there you go. We finished it. Pretty dumb hack. I don't mean any disrespect to whoever done this hack, but it's not very good. At least change the colours in the you know, the pictures, and test your mites. So yeah, guys, I did a playthrough last year, I think early last year. Oh, look at that, the sprites are messed up. I did it of the Mega CD one, and I actually fixed the music in that hack. I I burned the ISO file to a new disc, and I rearranged the original arcade score because they in the original Sega CD release they played on the wrong levels. So I fixed it so they played on all the correct levels. And I've been getting I played the game through with Kano. You can watch it, it's on my channel, but I'm getting a lot of comments from people saying, release a download link so that other people can play it because they really like what I've done. But I don't know how to do that. I'm sorry if I sound stupid, but I have no idea how to put a download link. How do I upload the ISO file with the queued music on the internet so everyone can download it? I have no idea how to do that. Anyone can help me out there, much appreciated, because if I can do it, I'm only going to help you guys out so everyone else can play it. I made it so Courtyard plays Courtyard, Palace Gates plays Palace Gates, Warrior Shrine plays Warrior Shrine, Throne Room onwards, Well, that's it, guys. Yeah. Just before I turn it off, guys, I don't know what the hell is going on with YouTube, but I'm really not happy with this new shit they keep forcing on us. I'm referring to that blue cog thing on the top left-hand corner that says New Studio YouTube Beta or something. I click on it and nothing works. It says, unfortunately, I get this message that says, unfortunately, we're out of sync. And it says that my browser is not supported, and it's got a list of all the browsers that it's telling me to download and use, and I'm using Chrome for God's sakes. I'm using the latest version of Chrome, and it doesn't work on it. And the thing is, what I don't like about YouTube is this is going to be implemented come July next month. So they're going to get rid of the Creator Studio. And the problem with I think what it really is, I don't think it's that it's not compatible with the browser I'm using. I think it's the operating system that my PC is using. See, I'm using Windows Vista. It's not supported anymore. Neither is XP. It's old. It's out of date. And I think that's what it is. I think that's why it's saying it doesn't work. But you know what? The way things are going, I really don't give a shit because I haven't told anybody this, but my wife is pregnant. And we're expecting our first baby in September. So I'm just telling you guys, I don't know what's going to happen to my YouTube channel come September. I don't know if I'm going to keep going or I'll try and keep going. Maybe I'll just upload less. But, of course I'm going to put my child first. And the first thing that's going to bite the dust is going to be YouTube. But it looks like I'll have to stop using it before then, once this stupid new YouTube beta thing comes out. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I'm really not happy with the site. That they really fucked everything up. They make it so difficult for you to upload stuff. Any bastard could just come along and just put a claim on your video, claim copyright, content ID, all this bullshit. I mean, I've been around for 9 years now on YouTube. I started in 2009. The first 4 years, I just concentrated on video gameplay and playthroughs, and then 2013 I sort of hit a bit of a stopgap. I didn't do much that year, and then 2014 I sort of came back, but focused more on uploading VGM music instead of that fucking dog. That's the next door neighbour's dog. Never shuts up. Bloody fox terrier. And I've concentrated on uploading VGM music, and not so much gameplay. And now I'm starting to get sick of doing, complete soundtrack CD, where you see the mega CD player all the time. I'm starting to get a bit sick of it. But at the same time, I want to upload music that nobody else uploads, which is usually the PAL versions of everything. Like I did Outrun 2019 recently. No one else. Why doesn't anybody else upload in 50 Hz? Why is it so considered evil or taboo? I mean, Fucking hell, I don't care how games are intended. I want to play games how I remember them. I want to play them how they first came out. You know, to me, the first experience is more important than the intended experience. Fuck 60 hertz. I'm sorry if you guys love 60 hertz, but, you know, I don't mind it, but it's just, that's all you find on there. Even when you go, if you want to download music from some sites like SMS Power, you know, a lot of Master System games weren't optimized for 50 hertz, so the music would run slower. And when you download music there, you know, it's always in 60 hertz. I don't want it in 60 hertz. I want it the way I remember it. The way when my father took me to Kmart or Target or the Games Wizards and he bought me a game and I'd take it home and play it on my Master System or Mega Drive. That's how I remember it. Not how it is now where you go on the internet and it's always fast. Everything's fast. I don't care. I don't care if that's how it's meant to be. Sorry, but you know, I like to go against the grain. I want to be the only one that uploads music how we remember it from our childhood. Yeah, I know I've got a lot of North American viewers watching this, and you're going to argue and say, you know, that's not how it was. And that's true, it's not how it was for you guys. But here in Australia, that's how it was. It was 50 hertz. We had 50 hertz all the way up until 2006, I think. Then when the 7th generation hit, they started offering you the choice, 50, 60 hertz. I actually started with the Dreamcast, like most people would point out, but I don't care how things are intended. I want the original experience from when I was a child. I want to hold on to that. To me, that is more important. But that's just my opinion. Of course, you don't have to agree with me. So, yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen with this channel of mine come September, or July for that matter, because it's unless I upgrade to Windows 10, as time goes on, Windows Vista is becoming more and more less compatible with everything. I already get a banner every day on my computer that says, you know, this computer will no longer receive updates because XP and Vista is no longer supported by Microsoft. So, you know, I just think it sucks. You know, YouTube, they should support the older operating systems. You know, I know there's compatibility mode for the browsers you use, but I went into that with Chrome and I put the compatibility mode on and it still didn't work. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what lies ahead in the future. You know, maybe everything will work out. Maybe I might just have to upgrade to Windows 10. I don't know. But all I know is there's a baby coming in September, and I don't know if I'm going to continue doing this. So enjoy it while it lasts, guys. Okay? It's like Red Hot Sonic when he said he was announcing that, you know, he was going to have a baby. You know, he wasn't sure if he was going to keep doing what he was doing on YouTube or not, or he thought maybe he'll have to just cut down. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just cut down. Just upload once a month or once every 2 months, maybe even once every 3 months. You know, but we'll see how things go. Alright, I'm going to stop the video here. Hope you enjoyed it. That was just something I wanted to do for fun. Pretty shit hack. It's not very good. It's not really Mortal Kombat. What is Mortal Kombat 6? Is that Deception or Armageddon or? I wouldn't know because I haven't played any past Mortal Kombat 4. So yeah, I remember playing Mortal Kombat 4 on the Nintendo 64 back in the late 90s. No, early 2000s I think. Oh, anyway. Alright guys, I'm going to stop it here. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you later. Bye now.